Welcome to this week's episode of Sana Animam Fitness Workout. I have something special for you this week. I've received a lot of requests from people who have been spending a lot of time sitting in their office, sitting in their car driving. They're having lower back pain, knee pain, headaches, neck pain. So this week we're going to focus on strengthening and stretching the back. So it's not going to be an intensive workout, it's going to be more of a stretching, strengthening type. So before you start this, do a minute or two of in-place marching or something to get your heart rate up a little bit, and then jump right into the video right here. All you'll need is a mat or a rug or a carpet, soft place. We're going to be doing on the floor for the most part. So coming right down, our first movement is called cat-cow. It's based on a yoga movement. You're going to start with your wrists and shoulders in line and your knees and hips in line. Pretty much anytime you go down to your hands and knees, this is the position you're going to want to be in. It's the most stable and most protective. So what we're going to do here is we're going to arch our back up by pushing through our hands and our knees. It's like a cat who's scared. Then slowly we're going to arch in the other direction. And we're going to do this 10 times. So that was 1. 2. Be careful not to hyperextend your neck with this. This is 3. If you're feeling any pain, as always, stop the movement and modify. 4. Always do these slow. These type of movements are meant to be stretching and strengthening, and doing them quickly doesn't get you there. Here we are on 6. Get a good stretch each way. This is 8. Make sure you're looking straight ahead when you do this. I'll occasionally glance back at the camera, but you don't want to do that when you're doing this exercise. And this is our last one. 10. Very good. Now we're going to shift around. And we're going to be flat on our back. Knees will be bent, feet will be flat on the ground. What we're going to work here is our lower back and hip area. So feet flat on the ground, and then I want you to tilt your hips, your pelvic area, until your back is completely flat. There's no space here to get your hands in at all. And so we're going to do that rotation. It's a very small movement, 10 times. So 1, and you can feel your tummy muscles engaging when you make that pelvic tilt. 3, 4, 5. Again, make sure it's this tiny movement, but make sure it's slow, because that's what's waking up those muscles in that area. There we are at 7, 8, 9. You can put your hands down by your side for this. It doesn't matter where they are. If you want to really feel what your tummy muscles are doing, you can put your hands on your tummy. Now, next movement, we're going to bring our legs up and our back is still flat on the ground. Place our arms out to the side at shoulder height and palms flat on the floor. And what we're going to do is take our knees to the left first. Keep your shoulders on the ground. However far down you can get your knees towards the ground, that's where we're aiming for. If you can only get them a little ways, that's fine. And then we're going to come back up to the top, and then we're going to rotate to the other side. That's 2, up, 3. If you want an additional stretch, you can turn your head opposite the direction that your knees are going in. Here we go with 5, 6, 7, 8. You'll notice the more you do these, the closer to the ground you'll be able to get your knees. 9, and one more is 10. And we're coming right back up. Now place your feet on the floor again with your knees bent. This movement is called the Glute Bridge, and you'll see why in a minute if you're not familiar with it. So you want your feet flat on the floor, your knees are bent, palms are down, and what we're going to do is we're going to pick our hips up, and the movement that's going to happen when we do this is we're going to squeeze our butt muscles together. So here we go with 1. Make sure your knees don't cave in when you do this. 2, 3, 4, 5, up and down slowly now. 6, 7, 8, 9, and you'll probably notice as you're squeezing your glute muscles together, your tummy muscles are also engaging. It kind of happens automatically. And that was 10. So, little sneaky trick, we're working our back, but we're also working our ab muscles at the same time because they're all connected. So now we're going to relax our back a little bit by just pulling our knees up towards our chest, however far you can get them. Grab onto them with your hands. If you can wrap your arms around them, that's great. But right now we're just going to do a 20-second hold right here to help our back relax a little bit. If you want to roll side to side a little bit while you're doing this, you can. Just an easy 20-second hold here. Now we'll bring our legs down and straight out. And then we're going to take our left leg and pull just that knee towards the chest. However high you can get it, it doesn't matter. When you feel a good stretch, we're going to do a 20-second hold here. Okay, switch our legs up. Bring the right knee up towards your chest. Grab onto it. Don't pull in too hard. Get yourself a nice stretch. Hold for that 20 seconds. And then come on down. Now we're going to come up onto our side. I'm out here fighting with the ants and other bugs. So, our hips are going to be bent. Our knees are going to be bent. Our feet are together. I'm going to come down onto my side, hold my head and my shoulder, and we're going to do what's called a clamshell. So as you can see, my body alignment here, and the movement is just opening and closing the leg. feet are together. I'm not lifting my leg like this. So what we're doing is working the inner muscles of our leg. This also, believe it or not, works the piriformis muscle in the back. 4. Again, slowly. 5. And you'll see as time goes on, you'll be able to get that leg more and more open. Even within one session as your muscles warm up. 8, 9, and one more. 10. Okay, great. Now we're going to straighten our legs out. Our feet are flexed, not pointed. Feet are flexed. And we're going to lift the top leg. Again, slowly up and slowly down. 2, 3, 4. This is getting all kinds of muscles in the hip area and the inner leg and the outer leg. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. So, as you probably guessed, we're going to flip over and do the other side, starting with the clamshell. So now we're laying this way, down on the side, knees bent, feet together. Remember, we're not lifting our feet, we're just lifting our knee. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to find that one side is going to be easier than the other, and that's normal. None of us are exactly symmetrical. That just tells you where you need to do the work. 6, I think I lost count there, but that's okay. 7, 8, 9, and 10. And again, stretch our legs out, flex our feet. You want your body in a straight line for this one. You can hold yourself up with this hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now your hips and your legs and your back should feel nice and warm by now. We've got one more movement to do. I'm just going to flip around just for variety's sake. This is called bird dog. So we're back up on our hands and knees. Again, you want your wrists underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. First thing we're going to do is tighten the tummy muscles so that our back stays flat. We don't want our back arching when we do this, and we don't want to arch this way. We want it nice and flat. So we're going to start here, and this is opposite hand, opposite leg goes out and back. We're going to do 10 of these. So this is 2. Nice and slow. 3. Don't arch your neck up. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9, and last one, 10. Awesome. We just completed a really good back strengthening and core strengthening workout routine. So thank you for joining me today for this workout. As always, Send me feedback. Send me comments if there are things you would like to work on. This routine was actually based on some comments I received from some people who felt they needed help with certain areas. I do respond to that, and that's how I choose the next video topic. So send me those comments. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Tell your friends and neighbors. The more the merrier. Visit my website to see all the new things I've got going on, and like me on Facebook. See you next week.